Yaho, welcome to Save My Date. It's a short 10 minutes or so game where you help your hopeless romantic best friend, Beau, on a date. You pick outfits and treats to guarantee his success. And it's totally not suspiciously linked as horror. Well, it's by somebody called Coffeespirits. If I'm not wrong, they are a duo. And the person doing the art is where I found this game from, because they do really good Witch's Heart and Your Turn to Die fan art. So that's where I found it. So let's just start. I won't talk too much. Who could be calling this early? You rub your eyes as they adjust to the morning light. You're so tired, you've forgotten your own name. What is it again? That's a good way of asking for the player's name. Beau. Of course, how could you forget? You decide to answer your phone. Alright, let me ask. Hello? Hi, know what time it is? And the voice was cheerful and belonged to no one other than your best friend, Beau. Too early to be calling. Aw, come on, it's not that early. Plus, it's a very special day for me. You have to come over right away. Seriously? Yes, seriously. You sighed as you hung up, forcing yourself out of bed and trying to make yourself look presentable. You walk out the door. Damn, I didn't brush my teeth. The walk to Beau's house is not one that's very far, just tedious is all. You guys have been friends since middle school, and Beau isn't someone who's changed much over the years. Still bubbly and sweet as ever. Yawning, you give a knock at the door. If he insisted on your help so much, you figured you'd oblige. Before long, the door swings open and an excited-looking Beau stands before you. Hi there, stranger. Aw, Beau is so cute. Good morning. What exactly did you need my help with again? Oh, don't be shy, Beau. Come right on in. Beau runs back into the house with haste, leaving the door open with expectancy. You step into the house, giving a brief look around before following Beau in. The house is nice and neat, and you can tell Beau puts a lot of thought into appearances. He leads you into his bedroom. Isn't it nice? You haven't been over in a while, you know. Yeah, I guess it's been a while. You keep up so well around here. Not everyone can live in a biohazard of a room like you do. It's not even that bad. Beau laughs and you sigh. He was always the teasing type. You don't mind though. Since you promised to help me, we have to get started right away. Geez, alright. What do you need then? You still haven't told me. Well, I'm going on a date. Really? Is this the first time? Maybe it is. You'd think someone as cute as me would have guys begging to be with me, but it hasn't been that easy until now. Someone asked you out? He did. He really did. I've got to look perfect for this date, okay? You swore you'd help. I'm helping. And he smiles warmly at you. He'd been the single type for a while now, which was surprising. He'd always seemed to have a crush or two every time we'd talk, but I guess they never turned into anything serious. It was a mystery why. Beau was definitely easy on the eyes and as sweet as could be. You didn't understand, but you were happy for him to finally get what he wanted. There'd be no more whining over his crushes or how he didn't have a boyfriend. It would be nice for him. Okay, so I was thinking that we would start outfits. I have a few picked out already. You observe the outfits that Beau was considering for his date. The first one that catches your eye is a black turtleneck outfit. It was mostly surprising because Beau didn't tend to wear this color. Next up was a pink layered outfit with lacy bits. That seemed more his style. And the next one you see is a brown top with a collar. They were all rather good outfits, any of them would do. So, what do you think? I think if you want to go on a date, you should wear something that reflects yourself, so pink layered outfit. I just think it would suit you best. You look great. Oh, great choice. I'll get dressed now. No peeking. Like I would ever. Beau practically shoves you out. Beau practically shoves you out of the room so that he can dress in peace. You huff and stand outside the door while you wait for him. He tended to take his time with things like this, so you figured it would be a bit. After a while, the door finally opens again. Beau stands proudly, showing off how he looks. Aw, that looks amazing. Don't I look amazing? Tell me, be detailed. You look great. The clothes really suit your form. I know. Thanks for helping me pick one out, Beau. Sure, I'm positive your date will like your outfit. You usually have pretty good ones. Usually? I'm kidding. Can't I be the one to tease sometimes? Whatever, Beau. You're just jealous because I can dress myself properly. I don't need a miniskirt to look good. Too far. You loved the banner between the two of you. It was just a natural connection, a spark that wasn't there with anyone else. It was special and sacred. Your chest felt warm and light, and a part of you wished you could live in this very moment forever. Why couldn't it always be this way? With Beau, you felt at home. You could feel a tinge of jealousy growing inside of you. Just who exactly was this guy that he was going out with? You decide to speak up about it, just a bit. Who is it you're going on a date with? Someone's nosy. Just tell me, come on. Like you're jealous or something. How cute, Beau. And you can feel your face flush, even though you like to hide it. You tended to tease like this, sure, but was generally oblivious when someone actually liked him. That was a relief. You take a second to calm down before speaking up again. You didn't think we'd keep secrets between each other. Oh, come on, it's not like that. You just don't know him, that's all. That doesn't surprise me. At least tell me his name. His name is Kane. Isn't that lovely? You know it is. I guess. Do you need me to leave now? No way, we aren't done just yet. Seriously? Yes, seriously, dummy. We need to pick out a treat to bring him. A treat? Yup, to the kitchen. Beau leads you away once again to another part of the house. The kitchen was clean and looked hardly used, which made sense. Beau wasn't exactly reputable for his cooking, but he did like to bake. He'd sample a few of his goods before, and when he felt really nice, he'd send large platters of cookies or other sweets. It was nice, and it made you feel special. Now, I've prepared 3 different desserts for him. I don't know what would be best, though. You gotta help me decide what to bring him. Can't you just take them all? Why hold back? Beau, we are not doing that. Not everybody pigs out like you do. Harsh, but fine, I'll give them a look. Beau takes his time with fetching the desserts for you to see. The first one he places down is a strawberry parfait with plenty of good fruits tucked into it. The next was a chocolatey cake that oozed with delicious sauce on the top. Lastly was a side of vanilla cream pie with a delicate dollop of whipped cream on top. They all looked delicious. Make up your mind yet? I think vanilla is the safest choice. Some people might not like fruits, and some people might not like something overly rich like chocolate. But vanilla is safe. This one looks the tastiest. Great, I'm sure he'll love it then. Thank you for your help, Beau. No problem, so what's next? What else do I need to help with? Oh, I'm fairly certain that that's all there is. Aren't you relieved to be done helping me? Yeah, sure. I didn't mind it though. I'm sure you didn't. I'm always quite the pleasure. Beau smiles and your stomach twists. Why did you have to feel this way again? It wasn't fair. Beau was going to tell you to leave and he'd be with his date for the rest of the day. How did someone manage to ask him out? It should have been you. Nobody else deserved to have Beau. You ached internally, craving affections. Some sort of sign not to leave. But you knew it wouldn't happen. And go home and wallow in feelings like you did before. And did it have to be that way? You look at Beau trying to hide the love in your eyes. Oh, I hate to say this, but I may have to so lovingly kick you out. I see. I'll get out of your hair. Thanks again for your help. You're simply a doll. It's nothing to thank me for. Beau leans in to give you a goodbye hug. You freeze in his grip, face flushing with warmth all over. You could smell him. He smelled like vanilla, and a part of you wanted to lean down further to get a sniff of his hair. You didn't, of course, and simply wrapped your arms around him to reciprocate the hug. You loved Beau's hugs more than anything in the world. They made you feel like the only person he would ever care about. You felt a deep urge to stay there forever, to hug him for as long as you possibly could. You remind yourself that all good things come to an end. He pulls back slightly, looking up at you and smiling. The outfit you picked for him looks stunning, and you adore the way he carries himself. What wasn't to love about Beau? Why did it have to end like this? You could hardly stand yourself with all of the emotions you were feeling at once. He walks you to the door and opens it for you, all with such grace. You admired him too deeply. See you later, Beau. See you. As you see the openness of the outdoor versus the tight coziness of Beau's home, a sinking feeling develops inside of you. You felt awful without Beau, without his eyes on you and without his touch. You kept asking yourself why. It didn't have to be this way. The two of you didn't have to be separated. Yes, that was a good thought. You could go in right now and confess to him. You could tell him that for so many years you've been there for him through thick and thin, and seen him at his worst and still love him. You felt so deeply for him, it was almost as if you'd die without confessing. You yearned for Beau. The door still remained open, and you had some time to decide what to do with yourself. What should you do? Okay, so I suppose this might mean that there are branching endings. I'm not very certain, but if that's the case, then I'll try both leaving and staying. But for now, I think I will stay. You feel so strongly about Beau, and you couldn't let someone else get in the way of the two of you. You'd confess. You had to. Nobody else could love or know Beau the way you do. You decide to attempt to follow Beau wherever he went, at least to make sure he'll be safe on his date. Your gut tells you that you have to find him. You check his bedroom, the bathroom, and even the main area of the house again, but find nothing. No Beau. Something was wrong. There was no sign of him anywhere. Before panicking, you suddenly remember that Beau has a basement. He had to be down there. He had to be. Where else? You gently open the door, holding your breath. The staircase leads down to the bottom, and you tentatively take the first step. The further you go down, the worse off you feel. What was happening? By the time you reach the bottom of the staircase, you see him. You feel nauseous at the sight that you see. They're matching clothes. It's pink and pink. Oh dear, what are you doing down here, Beau? You were never meant to be part of this. I suppose I can thank you for your help. Dear Kane would love to see it. You try to step back. You try to step back, but to no avail. Your body feels numb and sweat drips from your brow. It smells down here and you have no way out. Beau has you and won't let you go. Oh, true and nice. Alright, what are preferences? Oh, okay, cool. About. What's help? Oh, cool. Okay, I didn't save anything, so I'll just start from the beginning. My bad. Alright, my name is Beau. But yes, this game is fun. I'm happy that there are more than one ending, so it's a bit less linear. I wonder if choosing different outfits change anything, but I don't think so. But I would like to see the different outfits, so let's see. I think this time around I want to see the brown one. If the black one doesn't look like something Beau would wear, then I don't know, would I still choose it for him? Because, I mean, he's wearing something similar to a turtleneck as it is, so I want to see the brown top of the collar. I've always preferred natural colors. Ooh, great choice. I'll get dressed now. No peeking. nice outfit. Don't I look amazing? Tell me. Be detailed. I think I like this one better, actually. Yeah, it kind of suits his energy, I suppose. Like, the color palette's gonna fit nicely. But I think it's an interesting touch that the person you play as, or yourself, has these kind of slightly obsessive feelings towards Beau. Because in that sense, it's not like, oh, Beau is the only kind of off the rockers person. We're both kind of off the rockers in our own way. And this time I will choose, I don't know, chocolate, because Beau is wearing brown. Chocolate cake. This one looks the tastiest. That's great. I'm sure he'll love it then. Thank you for your help, Beau. But I don't know, it's kind of funny that I chose chocolate and vanilla when my favorite would have been the strawberry, but yeah, no. No, he's saying goodbye to us. That's so sad. Anyway, let's leave, I suppose. You can feel yourself nearly trembling at the burst of emotions you feel inside of you. You couldn't take this. You had to get home. It wasn't normal to feel this way. You couldn't stand it, and you couldn't break Beau away from Kane. It wasn't fair to either of them. As you walk out the door and shut it before you can do anything else, not wanting to regret your actions. You feel sick over yourself, hating how selfish and twisted your own thoughts are. You walk home steadily, knowing that whatever you do, you're powerless at the end of the day. Beau would never love you and would never stop his date to see you. It was a bitter truth. You go home to calm down and to sulk. Maybe one day the two of you would work out. It was all you could hope for. Guilty end. Oh. Okay, I think it's interesting that leaving means the guilty end. Because maybe by going back to confess to Beau, we kind of saved Kane from dying in that moment. But that's interesting. I don't think that there's more than 2 endings. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I really enjoyed this small game. If I'm not wrong, this was their first game. It's very wonderfully made, especially for a first game. The art is nice, the pacing is good, and I think it was the right decision to choose to start with a short story, because at least you'll get it done. Like, when you want to make games, I've tried to make a game back in secondary school, and the more ambitious you are, the less likely you are to finish, unfortunately. So it's very smart of them to put it out and just finish it. And it's really well done as well. I like the little sprites. Beau's personality is very addictive. And I like the touch that they're both kind of, you know, on a similar wavelengths, even though they're trying to hide it from each other. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you want to check this game out for yourself, please do. You haven't seen how the black turtleneck looks, and you haven't seen how tasty the strawberry parfait looks like. So you can go see that for yourself. And thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.